Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Natalia and tonight is a night. I'm super excited. I'm going to see Hamilton tonight with my family, and this is the first time since I've lost weight that I'm really dressing up and having a good time. So I'm going to do a really pretty evening look. I'm going to kind of glam it out. I'm going to have fun with it, and so today I'm just going to do it all. So first, I've already cleansed my face and I put a little bit of serum on, so I'm going to start with my moisturizer, and it's the Belief the True Cream Moisturizing Balm. I love this stuff. I got it in a trial from Sephora, and it was just like a teeny little packet, and I put it on and I was like, this is amazing. So I went out and bought it like 2 days later. I guess that's why they do the samples. Alrighty. And whoa! Let me just drop everything. I don't have a nice vanity. I'm literally using the mirror on my Norvina Volume 3 palette, and I'm sitting at a TV tray in my room. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah. Luckily those are all water bottles. I'm not drunk. I drink a lot, but I don't drink alcohol. I'm so bad right now. Alright, and from the Allure Beauty Box from February, I'm using the eye cream from Belief. And it is so nice. I love the deluxe sizes because you get a lot of use out of them. And I'm just going over the eye cream around the brow bones and the cheekbones, underneath the eye. Make me feel all good. Alright, I got my moisturizer and my eye cream. I'm gonna go with, I just bought this today. It's the Putty Primer. Does it work? No. It only works with the face. It's the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I haven't used this one before, so I'm hoping it's similar to, I like the way this looks. It's pretty. It's got a really pretty shimmer to it. I may have too much shimmer tonight. Hey, now it's a big chunk and a bigger chunk. Oy. But today has been a day. I originally wanted to get up, take a shower, have a nice breakfast. I needed to go to Target and order my contacts, and then I wanted to look at some of their cosmetics because I don't have any super blacks, and I didn't have any silver glitter type stuff, and I kind of wanted to do that because my dress is black and gold. I'll show you some pictures later in the video, and it's just it's really pretty, and I wanted to glam it up. So I wanted to get some more eye palettes, and I don't have, I just paid my Target card, so I wanted to use the money that I just paid on my Target card. And I'm so bad. Wait, Ooh, I need to wet this. I'll be right back. Now I'm back with my wet new e.l.f. beauty blender. Um, and I'm gonna apply the foundation. I waited a few minutes and talked because you have to wait like 30 seconds. 30 seconds? Is that what it says? For the primer to put on before you start with the foundation. And I really, really, really like the I really, really, really like the Anastasia. Not liking how this beauty blender is putting it on my face. And I'm using a lot more. I really don't like the way this beauty blender is working. So this is me being a total noob for like 10 minutes because I had no idea how to use a beauty blender. I mean, it's scruffy looking. It looks like I'm using a brush. What the heck? Yeah, I was swiping it instead of bouncing it because that's how I used my old beauty blender. Eventually I just gave up and got my old one. Unfortunately, it was in pieces because I heard you should cut open your old beauty blenders to see why you need to change them out every few months. It's clean inside. Apparently, I don't know what it looks like for other people, but this one's like, it's clean inside. So embarrassing. I did figure it out the next day how to use the new beauty blender, but for that night, I just used the pieces of my old blender in the way that I've been using it all along. Should I put concealer on? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of my concealer right now. And if you guys have any ideas of concealers that work well with the Anastasia foundation, that would be really, really awesome. Because I really do like the foundation. It's just, I know, I think I heard that she's supposed to come out with concealer soon. But in the meantime, I'm using my, as always, Covergirl that I've been using forever and a day. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Tarte setting spray. The Tarte setting powder. I like my unicorn tip brush. I got it at Stein Mart because I get an employee discount there. And they had them last year. Ugh. I'm getting stuff all over me. This is why, especially today, I'm not wearing the clothes that I'm wearing tonight while I do my makeup. Although for the most part, I've been putting on my shirt that I wear and just brushing it off. But yeah, at some point I was talking about how the day started, or rather how last night ended. That caused this day to start awfully. So I came home yesterday and I saw my mom walking in the door. I thought she had just taken her dog out for a walk, but in reality she had actually just gotten home from going to the movies. And she had, where's my brush? The one that I want. Brow brush. Brow brush. This is my brow brush. I swear, I can't talk sometimes. But she had actually just gotten back from going to the movies. I'm jealous. Although it was a movie I'm like not hugely interested in seeing, which is why she saw it without me. It was The Boy too, and she said it was actually really good. I remember slightly the first one, but I can't remember it, so I was kind of like, I didn't want to see it. So she saw it without me, and she had just gotten home, and I was trying to like rush in before she closed the door. But she had closed the door before I got there, and when I opened the door, she was literally right at the front door, because that's also right where my brother's room is. His room is just left of the front door. He has his like bathroom, and then his bedroom was right there. And she was talking to him, and it turns out that my poor brother, he had gone on a trip, on one of his poker trips, and he's actually starting a YouTube channel or something. I don't know. At some point I'll put his link in the description below if he ever tells me what it is. Whatever. He had just gotten back from a poker trip, like back in September, October, August? I can't remember which one. But he had just gotten back, and literally when we brought him home from the airport in his car steamed out. He needed a new engine. Like, it was done. And so he had gotten some pretty good winnings when he was on his trips. So he bought a different car, used car, flat out. So he doesn't have any car payments or anything. And his, gosh, I'm talking and I can't do this. Okay, I'm going to just, let me finish my brows, because they're like the most difficult thing. And then I'll continue the story. So, just a moment. Okay, now I'm done. Now I'm going to use my eye primer. So I heard one thing that I'm curious if it'll work, but my nose loses its foundation and its makeup really, really early. And so somebody had said to use eye primer. I'm going to use the eye primer from Anastasia. God, I'm so bad. It's Anastasia. On the nose, and it's supposed to help keep the makeup there. Now that I've done that, let me do a dab. I'm just touching up the foundation on my nose after I put the eye primer on it. I still haven't talked about the rest of my day. He went on one of his poker trips, came home to a destroyed car, and then he got a new car that seemed like it was fine. Like, everything was fine, and less than a month after he had it, he had to spend $500 on it. Then, about, like, 6 weeks later, or even that, I don't know, he had to spend $3,000 on it. He had to spend money on something else. So bad. And my mom's the one that finds all the problems with the car. Like, she drives it and all of a sudden, oh, his car was overheating. That was the thing. That was the first thing that was wrong with it, was that it was overheating. And it's like, oh, we can fix that. That's no big deal. And then it stalled out in the middle of an intersection. After they got that fixed, it stalled out in the middle of an intersection. And my mom's like, I'm never driving this car again. And my brother tried driving it, and the same thing happened to him. And so he had to get that fixed. It was either get it fixed or buy a different car, but then he lost all the money on this car. He might as well just invest in this car and make it better, make it drivable. And then they got it fixed, and he had to take it back like one more time, but it was a free fix because something came loose in what they were doing that it just needed a little clip, and it's fine. But he didn't have to spend any more than the $3,000 he had to spend on it. So then last night, my mom comes home from the movies. She took his car, but she's rough with the keys. So what am I doing? I'm just talking right now. Oh gosh. What am I doing with my face? What time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 5:04 p.m.
I gotta hurry up. Okay, so long story short, she broke the key. The fob, that has the button to unlock it and lock it, and the physical key that goes into the ignition, it just kind of like, the fob broke apart. So we were at the dealership this morning, and my brother decided we were all gonna go together, and we were gonna sit there and wait until they fix the key, because the key is like, all they have to do is type a couple of things in the computer and program it to the car, and then have the key shaved. It shouldn't take 4 hours. We were there for 4 freaking hours. I was done. I left early. My mom and my brother, they came home in the other car. I had stuff to do. I went to Target, and then I went to Ulta. And then I went to Subway because I was starving. And then I came home. I ate, watched a couple of YouTube videos. That's like, I barely watch cable these days. Let's get back to makeup. I'm talking way too much. Maybe the story thing doesn't work as well as I thought it would. I'm trying to do like getting ready for the night plus this. I don't know. Anyway, I got this palette from e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. palette. It's like $14? Yeah, $14 at Target. And I think I'm going to go with a bit of a red / black smoky look. So I'm going to go in with candy here. And blend it into my crease. These have like a lot of pigment. It's really, really pretty. So I am going to concentrate on my eyes right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with this dark black charcoal color. It's Covergirl, because I still don't have any blacks. I failed at getting the makeup I wanted. Okay, so I'm using the candy from the e.l.f. palette. Let's try this again. My card was full, so that tells you something. I used up an entire 6 GB memory card. Awesome. So I am using the candy color from the e.l.f. palette. a little bit of this charcoal color from Covergirl, and then I'm using C4 from the Norvina Volume 3 palette. Okay, so this one's kind of nicely blended. I wonder if I can get a little bit darker. Now that I've finished with the creases and the darker part, I'm going to go in and see if I can work this open. It's the, oh, there's a little brush. It's the Male London palette. So this is it's a mix, well, Norvina is the only high-end. Otherwise, it's basically drugstore palettes. I'm going to go in with the pearl white, for that super inner crease. And I'm just going to do a little bit right up here. That's basically all I'm using in that palette, and then I'm going back to the e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to go with this really pretty silver for the cut crease. I cut that crease with concealer first before I added this. Now I'm going to go in with that silver. Ooh, it's pretty. I really wanted the silver. So it's, oh, that pigment on this silver is phenomenal. So now I need to go in and blend. Now I'm going to go underneath with the candy color from the e.l.f. palette because it's just dark enough that it'll blend in with the C4 and the charcoal, but it'll keep my under eyes light, I think. The last touch of my eyes is my mascara. I'm using from the Beauty Box of January, the Laura Beauty Box, Lights, Cameras, Lashes from Tarte. I really like this one when I want big, beautiful, ow, God. When I want big, beautiful eyelashes. They just really stand out. So, I'm done with my eye makeup. I've done my mascara and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna, just in case there's any fallout, I don't see anything, so it looks really good. Now I'm going to do my contouring. I got a long time ago from e.l.f. at Target, and as you can see, I use like all the highlighter, but I have plenty of other highlighters now. So, okay. I'm having a space case, and I'm running late, so I need to finish this off. Okay. So, there we go.
Paul's getting ready and Jenny's here.
Okay. Are you telling me to hurry up? Alrighty. I think I got the contour, the bronzing, whatever you want to call it, done. And let me start with my blush. I'm kind of excited about the blush because I got the Morphe palette. It's the blush palette cool something, right? I guess it was just on the box. It's not on the back of this. It's just the blush palette on the back. But it was like the cool tones. Or something. It's this one. It's really pretty. I wanted more blush colors because I only had the one from. I don't even know what blush it was. I took it out of this type of packaging and just like crunched it up so it was free powder, loose powder, and it was fine when I was just kind of do makeup real quick and go out for the day. And then I got the Sephora Face Trio palette. I wanted the Dare, I think, and I accidentally picked up Radiant, and it's good. It's a lot of warm tones, and since I have a little bit of reds, I kind of want to stay with pinks and reds versus the oranges and browns. So I'm going to do that. That's my one of the highlighting brushes that I have. My blush brush from e.l.f. And I can't decide. I kind of want to go with the Drama, which is this one here. I gotta hurry up because apparently we're running late now. Hi, ladies. Okay. I think I'm good. I might do a little bit of cleanup, but I think it's good right now. Alrighty, and last but not least, as I'm like out of the camera angle, last but not least, I'm gonna go in with the highlighter, and I really like the Wonder Beauty highlighter. It's like, I will use it a lot. Kind of wish I had more of a cool tone, like kind of more like an icy color. But money, like, give me tons of money and I'll get everything I want. I've done everything else, and now it's time for the lips. Alright, so I had to run away real fast because my lip liner was hard as a rock. And I really wanted this because I didn't want my lips to feather as they've been doing recently. And I bought this at Ulta. You're on strike too, Ulta. The first time I was charged like $2 more than what I thought I was going to be paying because it wasn't in the right place. This time I had looked online to make sure I was, getting the right thing. And, yeah. So, this time I got the right thing. I paid what I thought I was going to be paying for it. But, I got home and it was completely dried out. And I went to Facebook. Thank you, people in the group Blend and Slay, I think it was. They said to heat it up and it'll work. And I think it has. I used my flat iron and I let it turn on. And this is still hard as a rock, but I think I'm getting some of the stuff out. I laid this in between while it was hot for like a minute. Now on to the next part, and I'm still talking way too much, and I gotta get going. I love this lip combination. It's just so nice, and it shears out in the middle, so it has that really neat dimension type look. And I'm just going to real quick. This brush is fine. I don't care. It's probably the totally wrong brush to do this with, but I'm just taking the highlighter and just thing. just the nicest, lightest sheen to it. And the last bit you're going to see before I turn this off is putting on my jewelry. And then I'll show you pictures of the whole thing, everything together. Yeah. At the play tonight. See you later.
Now we're inside. We've got our seats. It's gorgeous. And we're just waiting for the play to start.
Back there, they're laughing at us.
I know.
Doing Instagram. Yeah, we know you're laughing at us.
We're having so much fun. This is so fun.